was May 11th, 1970, when the Portland Tactical Police Squad clashed with peaceful PSU students and faculty. That month, students nationwide were on strike.
We actually believe we could slow the killings in Vietnam down a little bit. We hope that our efforts helped.
Even more joining the anti-war movement on May 4th, after 4 students were killed and nearly a dozen more injured by the Ohio National Guard at Kent State University.
It was spontaneous. The moment anybody heard about it, they left their class, they walked out, they were milling around, looking for something to do.
Kathy Wood-Wyrick.
What do we do now? We're angry. What do we do?
And Doug Weiskopf.
It all happened so quickly.
Were members of the PSU strike committee.
We joined with the national student strike and occupied the park blocks for a week while barricading the surrounding streets.
A lot of the people involved in the PSU strike were veterans of Vietnam.
Then, on May 11th, Portland leaders dispatched riot police to the park blocks to take down the strikers' hospital tent.
We feared for our lives, but peacefully stood our ground.
When 100 protesters refused to yield, officers attacked.
31 students, women and men, were sent to the hospital with injuries, and we quickly began organizing for a march the following morning, numbering 4,000 angry PSU students and faculty members to march on Portland City Hall to peacefully protest the police attack of May 11th.
More than 50 years later.
I wanted to set the record straight so that going forward, people would know what really happened.
By dedicating a plaque in the place it happened to ensure it becomes a permanent part of history.
I like to think it's not just something for people who were there at the time, but people who were there at the time. It was a turning point. It was something brave to do.
Dozens gathered in remembrance, looking back and looking ahead.
Things aren't going so well in the world, and we're hoping this is a little bit hopeful, that if people step out and start working again, maybe we can turn things around.
An important piece of history.
I'm here with my daughter.
Highlighted and preserved for future generations.
She told me she was proud of me, and that made everything worth it.
And in talking with the alumni and listening to the speeches this afternoon, some of their advice passed down to demonstrators now, the importance of staying organized and remaining nonviolent. Laurel?
So important to remember what happened more than 5 decades ago. Thank you, Alma.